is matter around us pure? Hello students, today we are going to start chapter 2 of chemistry, that is matter around us pure? The topics that we are going to cover in this chapter are introduction to is matter around us pure, mixture and its types, then we will undertake solution and its properties. We will understand about concentration of solution, suspension and its properties. We will learn colloidal solution and its properties. We will learn how to separate the components of a mixture. We will learn about physical and chemical changes, types of pure substance, and at the last we are going to take the summary of the chapter. Students, when do we call anything or any product pure, like salt, sugar, spices, water, milk, ghee, etc.? When do we call it pure? We call it pure when we find that there is no adulteration in it. That is, if in any product there is nothing that could harm us, then we call it pure. However, for a scientist, all these things are mixture of different substance. For example, milk is a mixture of water, fat, proteins, etc. Therefore, when a scientist calls anything pure, then it means that pure substance consists of single type of particles, and all constituent particles of a substance have the same chemical nature. Based upon these, pure substances are classified as elements or compounds. All matters are mixture of two or more pure components. We have studied that matter around us exists in form of mixture. In this section, we are going to cover what is mixture and what are its types. Mixture is the combination of two or more pure substances. In previous section, we have studied that pure substances contain single type of particles. Since mixture is the combination of two or more pure substances, therefore it will contain more than one type of particles. Each pure substance in a mixture retains its individual chemical properties. We know that pure substances have their own chemical properties, and since mixture is the combination of two or more pure substances, therefore these pure substances when form mixtures they retain their individual chemical properties. Mixture can be a combination of solids, liquids and gases, and they can be separated into other kinds of matter by any physical process such as evaporation. Based on the nature of components that form mixture, they can be classified as homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. Now let us understand the physical process and take an example to separate mixture into other kinds of matter. Here in this example, we have taken a mixture of sodium chloride in water. Now what we'll do, we'll try to evaporate water and we will find that once the evaporation takes place and water changes from liquid state to gaseous state, that is water changes into water vapors, at the last sodium chloride will be left in the beaker. See, we are trying to heat this mixture, and as the temperature rises, water will start boiling, and slowly when the boiling point of this water will reach, water will start evaporating, and at last you will find sodium chloride left in the beaker. Thus, we can say that mixture can be separated into other kinds of matter by any physical process. However, sodium chloride is itself a substance, and therefore it cannot be separated by physical process into its chemical constituents. Similarly, sugar is another example for this, since it contains single type of particles that carry same chemical properties throughout, therefore it cannot be separated further. Now, what is a homogeneous mixture? It is a mixture having uniform composition throughout the mixture. That is, the mixture has same proportion of its components throughout a given sample. For example, if you dissolve salt in water, it dissolves very uniformly. Similar is the case with sugar. If you dissolve sugar in water, it also dissolves very uniformly. That is, if we talk about the particles of homogeneous mixture, then the particles are dissolved very uniformly throughout the given sample. If the red dots represent the particles of one substance into which the particles of another substance are dissolved, then if we take the arrangement of the particles, then it comes out to be somewhat like this. That is, the blue color particles of the second substance which is dissolved into the first substance, they arrange themselves very uniformly and forms a mixture, and this mixture is called homogeneous mixture. However, another mixture is there in which the particles arrange themselves non-uniformly and it comes out to be like this. Let us consider an example and let us try to dissolve some sugar into water. You will see when you stir sugar with a spoon, then you will find that these sugar particles they dissolve themselves very easily in water because these particles distribute themselves uniformly within water. And with our naked eyes only, we can judge a homogeneous mixture. That is, they have uniform composition throughout. However, we cannot judge a homogeneous mixture just by looking at it. Apart from sugar and salt solution, other examples of homogeneous mixtures include vodka, vinegar, rainwater, blood, milk, etc. Another type of mixture is heterogeneous mixture. A mixture is said to be heterogeneous if it has non-uniform composition throughout the mixture. That is, it contains material that remains separated in it. For example, sodium chloride and iron fillings, if they are mixed together, then they form a heterogeneous mixture. Similarly, if sugar and sand mix together, then they form a heterogeneous mixture. Similarly, oil and water. Let us see through an example and try to mix oil in water. You will see that oil doesn't mix uniformly in water and it starts floating on the top of water. Therefore, oil and water forms a heterogeneous mixture. If we see the arrangement of particles inside a heterogeneous mixture, it comes something like this. That is, the composition is not uniform throughout. So this kind of mixture forms a heterogeneous mixture. Other examples of heterogeneous mixture includes a salad. Number of vegetables such as lettuce, tomato, broccoli, and other items such as cheese, seeds, etc. They form a heterogeneous mixture. Pizza is a heterogeneous mixture. It contains dough, sauce, cheese, and other vegetable toppings, and hence it forms a heterogeneous mixture because the composition is not uniform throughout. Similarly, a bowl of oatmeal is also an example of heterogeneous mixture. And the biggest example, the huge example, is the Pacific Ocean, which contains all type of plants, animals, which are floating around haphazardly and they are suspended in salt water, and hence it is the example of heterogeneous mixture.